So this is the suspect in the hit-and-run crash that killed one teacher and injured another. He's a retired priest. He's a member of the same Orland Park parish where the victims worked. 73-year-old Father Paul Burak appeared in bond court today. As CBS 2's Marissa Parra reports, he was still involved with the parish even after retirement.
He was retired, but he was so involved, he continued to say Mass. According to church bulletins posted online, he said Mass last weekend and was scheduled to do so again tomorrow. Now, we've seen this week just how close the St. Michael Parish really is, which makes the story that unfolded in the courtroom today even more complex and tragic.
It's been devastating blow after blow for the St. Michael community in Orland Park. First, the fatal hit and run that claimed the life of one, injured another, and now the knowledge that their retired priest is the one charged. This is 73-year-old Father Paul Burak. Police now tell us he was at that ill-fated Christmas party thrown by the St. Michael Parish on Wednesday night. Prosecutors say he insisted on trying to drive himself home that night, even after others asked to help him. They also say he later admitted to police he was drunk, saying he remembers very little.
And he said that he went out the back door, and the next thing he remembers is that he was in a car with bright lights in his face.
But surveillance cameras and witness accounts showed police he backed up his car, hitting the car next to his. Then, after he drove down the service road, Burak told police he thought he'd hit a curb.
He remembers that he heard a noise like someone's chassis out of the car, as if you went over a curb and hit the curb with the bottom of your car. He never thought it was a person. He said he did stop after he felt he hit something. He said he then gunned the car.
But the noise he heard and that jolt he felt was the impact of his car striking two St. Michael educators who were leaving that same party, injuring Liz Kostick and eventually killing Roan Leha. Prosecutors say Burak continued to drive home until a witness stopped him and told him to go back to the scene, which he did, but he never spoke to officers or got out of his car, something the judge notes as a factor in the case.
Officers and paramedics responded.
Orland Park Police Chief Tim McCarthy, when asked about his reaction to arresting a retired priest and losing a parish teacher all in 1 week.
Not good, not good.
Prosecutors told the courtroom that Burak has Parkinson's disease and that he takes medication for it. His lawyers add that he has glaucoma. Those who knew him from the church knew him as Father Paul. Photos from his retirement ceremony last summer show him smiling. In 2013, he was given the Lifetime Achievement Award by Cardinal George.
He's been charged with aggravated DUI and failure to report an accident involving death and injury. We checked his record, and he has no prior criminal history. In the newsroom, Marissa Parra, CBS 2 News.